Basically isn't any end, is there?
No. Clement, are you dancing? Are you seriously trying to put her in there instead of letting her run behind?
She needs the exercise.
Yeah. What are we about to go and do, Mark?
We are going to pick a Christmas tree in the forest.
Are we going to try and do a better job of it than we did last year?
Well, last year was your job, your choice of tree and your job, so I might take the operations in charge this year.
And who have we got helping us apart from Pepper?
Dandon!
Is he going to come with us? We've got Matthew!
Hello. And Rabbit.
And Clement. Clement?
A bit?
Il est où, Papa?
Oh yeah, and the rabbit and the peacocks. And me.
Let's see me.
And so last year, if you remember, we had the Christmas tree that had so many branches missing from it, I had to tie fake branches from another tree onto it. And it all became a little bit complicated. And in fact, I think we were contacted by a TV show that was doing a show on the world's worst Christmas trees. Or maybe that was the year before. And so now we're going to try and find a better one. But it's already close to night time, so I'm not sure we'll manage it. Yeah, for some reason Mark's come to the same place I cut the terrible tree last year. I think he's hoping for better luck this year. Huh?
Yeah, I'd like to thin out this part of the forest.
Oh, is that why? Did we bring the measurements for the height of the ceiling?
We can bend the head a little bit.
No, we can't bend the head. That's what was all wrong with it last year. Oh, we should have brought the tape measure, shouldn't we? And measured the house as well.
That would have been wise, yeah.
We could probably find one in among those ones.
They're quite big though.
Yeah, but we just need the top.
Oh, do you know what? I'm going to let you choose. You can go in after Mark if you want.
Now then.
Are you just cutting random trees?
Yeah, this one was because it's dominated by the others.
Okay.
So it gives more light anyway. So
Right,
I'm doing some forest cleaning at the same time.
I see.
So
I think that looks pretty much as bad as last year.
now, because we can put it against the wall.
There are no branches halfway down
Yeah,
there.
but we can put it against the wall, and it looks like a full tree like that, but takes a lot less space.
Vito.
What do you think, Matthew?
I'm definitely with Amy on this. This is a terrible tree.
It's a beautiful tree. Because I don't want to cut the nice
I
ones.
know, I don't want you to cut the nice
That's the
ones either.
problem. We might be able to find a pine in the garden on the terrace.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, because there are a lot of small ones that have been seeding.
Oh right.
And they're a bit close to a wall,
Yeah.
so they might damage the wall eventually.
Okay.
So we can have a look. I hadn't thought about that.
Alright, let's go and have a look.
Yeah, that's...
We're on the path below the main chateau here. Mark's trusty
And these will look more like proper Christmas trees.
Those look like Christmas trees to me. They're a bit weedy though.
Yeah.
Oh, man down. Whoa.
These are the old battlements of the chateau. Oh, defensive walls that we're raiding. Clement's definitely not still wearing sandals in the middle of winter.
Just like his dad.
So Amy, so what about this one?
The middle one? Oh, sorry, sweetheart. The middle one?
Yeah,
or the one on the left?
One's an oak.
Well, it's still fairly sparse, isn't it?
Lacks density.
But then again, we're never going to have a sort of one like a shop one really here, are we?
No, because we want to keep the shop ones.
Yeah, exactly.
So they look nice in the forest.
Yeah. What about a smaller one? Going rogue and getting a little one?
That should be true. Let's have a big one, and we can put a small one next to it if you like. and we can do a Christmas forest instead.
Actually, that's not a bad idea. That might be quite funny.
Yeah.
What do you think, Clement?
We can do a Christmas tree family with Daddy tree, Mommy tree, Clement tree, and Julia tree.
All right then. I'm in agreement.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, monkey.
He wants to be boring and conventional.
Well, I have one tree, you have four.
So,
Clement, stand back with Mummy.
attention, ça va faire du bruit, mon monkey.
Right.
Yeah, that doesn't look so bad now. It's
No.
out, actually.
Let's have a look. Oh, it's a lot more dense than
Yeah.
last year's. I mean, it's missing a few sort of lower down. That's the only issue. No, I think it's the best we're going to get. What do you think about the idea of the tree families?
Do we need another one?
What do you think, Matthew?
Well, you're going to need 3 more.
Do you want Mommy tree?
I think this is a pretty solid backup.
I think it's the best choice so far. I think you're being hopeful if you think there's going to be anything better.
I have faith.
There's Mommy tree here if you like. All of those might need to go.
Because they're along the
right
wall.
along the
Yeah.
wall.
I think then that middle one there is probably nice. We don't necessarily have to have an entire family of trees, but maybe the 2 of them together, intertwined.
So this one,
Yeah, I think so.
medium tree.
Yeah. It's going to be like Goldilocks and the 3 Bears all over again. We read Goldilocks and the 3 Bears to Clement and it sparked a massive cultural debate.
Oh, yeah?
What is it they eat?
Oh.
What do...
Porridge now?
Yes, exactly. And what would you say if you read Goldilocks and 3 Bears and the 3 Bears were eating soup? It doesn't work, does
I would
it?
say that's outrageous.
Completely
Yeah.
outrageous. That's what the French do because they don't have porridge.
Ha!
I know.
Not
It's the biggest cultural obstacle I've come across since moving here.
So shall I cut Mommy tree then?
Yeah.
I'm shook, as the kids say.
It's a spiky tree.
A spiky tree.
Mommy's a bit spiky.
Mummy's a bit spiky. Oh, you're loving that, aren't you? Stop laughing, you rat bag.
Look.
That's a peculiarly spiky tree.
Yeah. So, are you happy with these?
Yeah. Are we not going to have a family of them then?
If you like, we
no,
can
I
do
don't think
the...
there's room actually, so let's just have the two.
Yeah.
Oops. I didn't mean to kick it out of your hand. I was going to break off the dead branches at the bottom, sorry. It looked like I just kicked your tree out of your arms.
I wouldn't have been surprised.
Just to show you where we are down the bottom, we're on the edge of the battlements of the old medieval chateau, possibly even older than medieval. Pepper's a bit stressed out because we're split into two groups. And we're down in the terraces where we did the vegetable garden are over there behind that wall. And this is sort of orchard down diagonally beside the chateau up there. So Mark's driven the range around at the top to get from the path that's below the battlements to the orchard. Oh no, he wants you to close the door.
On ferme la porte.
Woo, look at that badger. It's dragging on the ground, but I think because it's in the right direction it might be okay. So Mark's obviously driving slow enough for me to keep behind him. He does know I've had a baby 3 weeks ago, doesn't he? Oh dear. I think he's trying to make me have exercise like he does with Pepper, make her run behind the ranger. He's a hard taskmaster. So whilst I'm walking up, we have a very special visitor arriving today, which is why I want to get the Christmas tree at least up in position before she gets here, so that the chateau looks nice. And she's someone I've not met, but I've followed her online and in YouTube for a while, as have quite a lot of you, I think. I'm really looking forward to showing her to you later. Showing her to you later, that sounds like I'm exhibiting her. I'm starting to lose the ability to speak English without having developed the ability to speak good French. What I mean is introduce you to her later.
As you do.
Bring the chickens in.
Okay. So what's next, ma'am?
What do you suggest? You're the boss.
I suggest we measure how long we need to cut it before we actually take it in. Let's see how tall we want it. Can you measure, please?
Yeah. 2 meters.
75.
85. 87 to be precise.
Okay, better be precise then.
70, 85. Okay. Yeah, I've got it.
Great. It is very apparent. It's extremely accurate. And now let's take it indoors.
Well, it's more even than last year.
Yeah.
I'll give it that.
You might still need to graft a few branches. Maman chérie.
Oh, watch the chandelier.
Oh yeah.
She didn't measure very accurately.
I did measure accurately. That is a really pathetic Christmas tree.
Oh, it's a beautiful tree. So what I suggest is that we cut the bottom of Mummy tree.
Yeah.
And stick it right in front so it's a bit...
Clément?
What do you think of the Christmas tree, my love? I don't understand why we're bringing trees indoors.
Mummy's very
Hey,
spicy.
do you think we can make the stop? Do you think we can make the chickens part of the nativity? The chicks and the peacock.
Yeah, we can do live nativity.
Live nativity. I think it needs to be.
We can tie them together as one tree.
So it looks like a double-trunked tree.
Yeah, it makes it a bit more bushy.
This is such a hopeless tree. It's better than last year. It's all right. Okay, it's beautiful.
What's wrong with my beautiful tree? This is a present from Clément's godmother. So there's one for each of us.
So here's a little clue to our visitors. Don't know if you can see who's running ahead with Pepper there. But we've got very excited to have Nicki and Carlo from Positano and the Positano Diaries. That's just Mark, you're bored of him already. That's Clément. Clément, say hello.
There's somebody else you have to introduce.
Yeah, we'll introduce you to this little one who is currently asleep and wrapped up. And we're just going for a walk, and then we're going to rope our friends into helping us with the Christmas decorations later. Hopefully we won't make such a mess of it as we did last year. It's possible.
I hope so, you're in charge.
Hello, I am the ghost of Christmas future, and I'm here to tell you about a terrible event of Christmas Eve 2021, when a poor, tired mother of a little baby discovered that half of the footage she had shot for her Christmas YouTube video had no sound on it due to a fault on the GoPro. So sadly, most of that was the bits with Nicki and Carlo. Some of it has sound, some of it has not. And I discovered this as I was frantically trying to edit on Christmas Eve rather than wrapping presents for my children. Long story short, I had a little bit of a meltdown and decided my children were probably more important. And so I've left it till Boxing Day to do my editing. Sure, it means we're not going to have a Christmas episode out before Christmas, but then I'm sure you watch us more for our subtle sense of humour than for any particular Christmas content. And I've been trying to work out how to handle this lack of sound, especially on bits where people are just talking. And you remember this happened to me once on an earlier video this year, and I did it with subtitles, and this time I'm going to do it with a voiceover. There won't be much of it, don't worry, but I'm going to tell you what actually went on. because there are some bits that I think are worth telling, especially bits with reference to the Christmas bat. And Juliet's going to help me tell the story, probably, if you hear some gurgles. Hello, this is Nicki and Carlo, and this is the first part that has no sound on it, but they're just being lovely and we're introducing them and we're telling them they're going to help us sort our Christmas tree out. And this is my mum. She's hiding behind the door because she's got odd slippers on. She lost one of her pair and stole one of mine. But we're not going to let her off that easily. She's going to carry on working with us on the Christmas tree. And there's Mark, who's being cheeky about something. And Nicki, who's just cracking on with the work. And here's little Juliet, who's supervising the entire process, along with Holly. And here comes Clement, who adores his little sister and spends a lot of time trying to look after her, and we spend a lot of time just checking that he's not smothering her or otherwise endangering her well-being, killing her with kindness. Smother the baby! And this is his favourite rocking chair that we got at an auction in the UK. Oops! Oops! Oops!
Sophie the giraffe. So, which colour theme did you choose for the tree this year?
I chose the colour theme of whatever we have in the box. What do you favour? Oh, I found one of Mom's shoes. I found one of the shoes, not one of your slippers.
So we're going to put the gold ones on?
Yeah, might as well, yeah. You can help, Carlo, if you want.
I know.
He's haven't done a Christmas tree in his life.
Oh, now's the time to start.
I'm going to put one on, at least one, so I can say I contributed.
He's going to do one.
It's just enough.
For celebrity.
How's it looking?
It's looking beautiful.
Who's going to put the fairy on top?
Have we got a fairy?
Nice and tasteful.
So this is a project I've been working on. A lot of you might know that I've been experimenting with ceramics for a while now, and I've been following my ceramics journey with my terribly amateur ceramics journey with our patrons, because it's quite rough and ready. And I've attempted to make Christmas decorations this year. So the firing, the only moulds I had were biscuit cutters. And so they're very definitely biscuit cutter shapes rather than particularly Christmassy shapes this year. But it really was a trial. And I was quite pleased with the first firing, but the glazing has been a bit more hit and miss. But what I do like is the red and yellow ones. So I have different shapes, little birdies and an angel and a squirrel. Somewhere I have a moose. And I thought I might hang a few of these on our Christmas tree this year. The only problem is I made holes in them to hang some ribbon through and completely forgot that the clay shrinks when you fire it. And so the holes are a little bit small for the ribbon I had in mind. And I'm going to have to go upstairs and try and find something that will go through them.
Nanny?
Yeah.
Nanny?
Yes?
Nanny?
Yeah? Oh yes, there we go. Clever boy. That's not found some wool to hang my Christmas decorations with.
Put it on.
These ones are not the easiest to get on the tree. I think I chose poorly.
You need to do the high up ones. You're the tallest person here.
Really? That's you. Right, get up there then, shall I? Is there a fairy that needs putting
Well,
on?
I don't know.
Is there a room for a fairy?
No. There might be a star or something we can put up there.
What about the bat?
The bat.
This bat.
The Christmas bat. And Matthew persists with the Christmas bat idea, hanging jaunty baubles all around him. I did think of going back and changing it for a star or an angel, but frankly I forgot. And I feel like the Christmas bat may have become a bit of a feature for the future. What's this you've got here?
It's these are Christmas decorations I made in the past when I was a potter. So what I did is that I made 2 holes so that it would hold would hold perfectly straight. So I made it with the lace that I imprinted in the.
When did you do this?
At the time when I was a potter in Kerguelen. I was studying penguins and I had a pottery workshop.
When did you do these?
Well, I didn't actually make them.
Rat bag!
But I bought them about 15 years ago.
But they're the same biscuit moulds as I've got here.
Yeah.
But how did they have the same biscuit moulds as us?
Because they come from IKEA, maybe.
Why didn't you tell me? Because mine look really rubbish beside them now, look. My moose is particularly woeful. I've left my moose in my mice. What's the plural of moose?
Mice.
Mooses. Mice.
Meese.
Mice. I like it better.
I've left them in the kiln because they're too embarrassing. But okay, ignoring Mark's there. I have slaved over these. I will not be...
A hedgehog. A Christmas hedgehog.
Yes. These are going on the tree. I wish you'd told me this before I did it. I could have learnt a lot from these. Ah, it's my Christmas squirrel.
You don't have a Christmas lion.
I don't have a Christmas lion. I have a Christmas wolf. Well, when you know what I went through to make these, either side of having a baby, I'm reasonably proud of that. There you go.
Elle vient d'où celle-là? Tu l'as trouvée où?
He's checking that they can all bounce.
Ding, ding, ding.
Honestly, I started these when I was heavily pregnant and finished them just after having a baby, so I'm quite proud of myself.
This is extremely cute and it looks very Christmassy.
Does it? Do you like it?
You can be very proud of yourself.
Thank you very much. I like my little angel, I think that's the best one.
Yeah.
And maybe some different coloured wool for it. Do you like them, Mum?
Yeah, it looks lovely.
His auntie working on with her tractor and trailer, and he didn't have one for his favourite car, so he brought me that one and wanted it to fit, but it didn't, obviously, and so I had to tie it on with a piece of string. But what he doesn't know is that his other auntie has bought him the proper trailer for Christmas, so he's going to be able to go round and round with a proper trailer. He keeps getting off to check it's still got its loading and things. It's quite funny.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas.
after everybody else left, I delegated it to Mum, who, in spite of her odd slippers, used her years of design experience to finish the tree. Now, what do you think?
You can tell it took years.
It's years of experience, not years of decorating. Look what she did to it. It's beautiful.
We need some more lights on them.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah, we do need a few more lights. They look pretty though.
Yeah.
It's a good start. I think we need to do some tidying in here and do up the nativity on there. But for today, thank you for your help.
I think we all did very well. An acceptable tree.
And it's.
Oh, bring us a figgy pudding. Oh, bring